Mari-Lyn actually thought about this and open space. We're actually going to open novel idea. We're going to open space at the beginning.
At the beginning. And you know what? I gave it no thought. It just came out of my mouth.
Thank you, Spirit.
Yes.
Do you want to open
Yeah.
space today?
Oh.
For those of you watching, the look on her face. I don't mind.
I'm going to let you open space.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you.
But you want to tell them to put down the knives?
Yes. Yes, please. And clearly, before we open space, I might want to get in my body and get grounded. Um, yeah. Uh, so if you are in the kitchen with a sharp utensil, please put it down. If you're doing something that you need to be focused on, stop for a moment. If you're driving, turn down the volume or pull over if you can.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Whatever you're doing, be safe. Allow the energy to run through you. If you need to just turn the volume down for, a minute or two and then turn it back up to join us, allow the grounding, allow the space around you to be open and enjoy.
Yes. All right. Woo. We open this beautiful space around everyone listening. No matter when you come to this podcast, know that you are with allies, friends, family, loved ones.
Mhm.
You are here with people who care about you and want the best for you. As you allow your body, your deva, to release the stress, to let go, to allow your energy to come down through your body, down into the earth. Allow your shoulders to drop to their natural position. And that natural position is not up around your ears. No. If you need to shake and stretch, then do that as we ground. And we thank you, Spirit, for this opportunity to come together with all these amazing people. We welcome everyone into this space. And we welcome all of our allies in spirit as well. Guides, guardians, angels, loved ones. We ask to be fully present with this podcast. We ask to receive what it is we need to receive, whether Mari-Lyn and I say it or not. We ask that you receive the information that you need, that each of us sits and receives from Spirit the blessings and the honor that comes with that, the humility, the dignity. We open to the possibilities through the higher realms. We receive the energy of light, of compassion, of love. Allow the fear to filter through. Allow the stress to leave you through your mind, your emotions, your body, energetically. Let it all go. And as you come down in relaxation, your channels begin to open, your vibration rises. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful opportunity as we set this space in the vibration of love. And so it is. Okay. I almost lost myself there.
Ooh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Welcome.
Energetically, I think it had started happening before, but when you said you were going to hit record,
Mm-hmm. Oh, where did you go?
not far, not far,
Really?
just, just out. Yeah.
Okay. So that is something that I would like to talk to everyone about. I mean, we had already decided we're going to talk about energetic health today and how important
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
And part of that energetic health is what I just realized I wanted to talk about is how often we're out of our bodies because we are more spiritual than we are human, a lot more. All of that energy, we really are less present than present. And
True. It's true.
and that's not always a bad thing. Daydreaming is wonderful, being with spirit is wonderful. However, when it becomes a way of life, when it becomes this is how I live out of my body, that's not a good thing. It's not
No,
a good
no,
thing.
it's not. No, it's not.
And
It's
that's not just, well, we've talked about this a lot. We all know from our conversations that I, from trauma, learned to dissociate as a very young girl, and it didn't get diagnosed till I was in my mid 30s. And then from there, I learned how to sort of control it. And it took a while, was not easy. It wasn't really until I realized I learned about energetic health.
hmm.
And I can't even tell you how many spiritual teachers, psychic teachers, and everything I had, and that didn't come up with them at all. That was sort of my own. It's like,
Oh,
oh, like I had to think of that one on my own,
yes.
or spirit,
Interesting.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like grounding. I've had, I think, one teacher who taught me that, and I am forever in debt to her for that. Forever grateful.
Yeah.
But we are out of our body more, but we are human and we have to live this human life and we need to be in our bodies and be present.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so energetic health is extremely important.
It's so important.
And it's something we don't talk about. You don't hear about it out there.
No.
Sometimes you hear it from crazy psychic people, but we're not the crazy psychic people. We're everyday psychics.
You know, I I think
Mhm.
I want energetic health to be something that's listed under trending.
Ooh, that's good.
Energetic health. It
Yeah.
is no less important than our
Oh,
physical health, our emotional health, our mental health,
absolutely.
our spiritual health.
Well, and it's weaved in and out of all of those things.
Yes, absolutely. And it stands on its own.
Yes,
Yeah.
as does all of those other things.
Yes.
Mhm.
And they're very codependent in the best possible way. That's
Yeah.
where codependency is meant to happen.
Right. There you go. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Mhm. And then, we humans have to go and take it and
yeah.
manipulate it and
Yes,
get it all foobar and
yes, yes. And we have to be just like in someone's back pocket, and
yep.
or them in ours.
Yep. Yeah.
However, that codependent works for each individual
However it
person.
works. Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, you hit record and I popped out,
Hmm.
and for as many times as I have been on camera,
Hmm.
I get nervous
Oh,
every time.
all right.
Every time.
Well, we
Do I
talked.
pop out every time? Probably at some point or another.
And we talk about important things. So,
Yeah, we do. And we get vulnerable and we get real. And
yes,
um, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. And
So,
then today's topic is so important.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. So, energetic health. Can
Hmm.
we kind of explain what that is?
Oh, I was just thinking, where do you even start?
So, everything, this is where I'm going to start and we'll just let it go. Mine would
Okay.
be everything is energy, everything has a vibration to it,
Yep.
everything has, our emotions, it's energy, the way that comes out from us.
Hmm.
Our words, our thoughts, our bodies, it's just different degrees of denseness. Speaking of brain, yeah. The density of my brain, yes. But everything has an energetic body to it.
Hmm. Right.
I remember years ago, Mari-Lyn, you and I were doing, I don't remember, I think maybe I was doing a healing on you and you had in your gingerbread man, right?
Yes.
Do you want to talk
Yes.
about that? I know
That
I
was,
just sprung that on you, but
yeah, that was the first healing you ever gave me with your new star team.
yes.
That was the one where we were both in the fetal position going, what just happened?
What just happened?
And
Yes.
I think I looked at you and said, what did you just do to me?
Yeah, I think that is yes. Yes. And I think we've talked about that on here, but not
Yeah, we have.
the
So
gingerbread
the
man.
gingerbread man, I think it's been mentioned. Um, but what I remember,
I want to say something real quick.
yeah,
Mari-Lyn is still, but used to be more clairvoyant. So clairvoyant is see, the way we see things, right? It is not her, and that's a whole nother thing, but basically everyone I think starts out clairvoyant.
I think most,
Or
yeah, probably
pretty close because as a
99.8.
human we want to see things.
Yeah,
And then at some point through our training, we realize that clairvoyant is just a piece of the puzzle. We have to learn all of our clairs and how
yeah.
to use them. And once that happened, then her clairvoyance kind of, fell in line with the other clairs that she
Hmm.
needed. But at the time,
And not before it got taken away completely.
oh, yes, yes, you
Yes,
did
it
not
did
like
get
that at all. Yeah,
taken away completely. But yeah, back in the day,
in the day. Yeah.
um, yeah, it was
Mhm.
vibrant,
Vibrant. And that's with that gingerbread man, it was very vibrant.
very.
And anyone who is clairvoyant can describe, they talk in pictures. And Mari-Lyn spoke in picture back then. You still do sometimes, but
Mm.
you spoke in picture, so it was very clear for me. But I'll stop yammering and let you go.
So, and it's hard to know if I remember things in the right sequence because it's that's been a hot minute ago.
Yeah, man.
I remember being able to see energy moving out of my brain
Mhm.
through a tube and everything that was in that tube, everything that was being released, I could see moving energetically through this tube.
So jealous.
And then she started talking about how my emotions were intertwined, intermingled.
Mm-hmm.
They were, if I remember correctly, there wasn't one emotion that could stand on its own.
No, it was in your brain, in your thoughts, in your feelings, in your because an emotion
Yeah.
and feeling are different when you're psychic. Well, even
right?
if you're not psychic, but there is a difference between the
There
two.
is a difference. Yep.
And your body, like everything, it was this fused gingerbread man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And so all of a sudden, I see this side view of this gingerbread cookie, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And one by one, these slices
Yes.
of gingerbread with every emotion. And pretty soon, this gingerbread man was all of these gingerbread men. It was like
Yes.
so many slices because everything had been separated
Yes.
and freed,
Yeah.
untangled, unenmeshed.
Yes.
It was
There was no filling in between them. No
no,
frosting,
there
no
was no
anything.
frosting, no filling, no fluff, no icing.
Nope.
Um, the disentanglement,
Ooh, good word.
it was so overwhelming, not only because I could feel all this happening too.
Yes.
I felt the energy as it was separating and I got to watch it. I was just blown away
Yeah.
by what I was witnessing, what I was experiencing.
Mhm.
Um, I, yeah, that was magnificent.
Yes. And
Absolutely magnificent.
changed the way, changed it, it wasn't all fixed then. There was healing to be done, but it changed the way you looked at emotions and thoughts and feelings and action. And from that moment for, as did I, that was new for me too, which is one of the beautiful things. I love giving healings to begin with, but when something new comes in like that, where it really
Yeah.
is like, ooh, that is so exciting. And that was
Yeah.
one of those that really said, no, these all need to be separate. They can all work together, but we're not entangling them. It's not healthy to be entangled. And it's the energetic piece that entangles them,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And once internally I was disentangled,
Yes.
then it was easier for me to see the entanglements that I had, the energetic entanglements that I had outside of me,
Yes.
and to be able to go, oh, damn.
Well, and isn't that why we have energy healings?
Yes.
For part of it is, at least the way we do healings, not every, we do things differently here at TCS. It is a reading within the healing. And
Mm-hmm.
so you're really going deep into that trauma, into that wounding. And one of the things that we do is we help to detangle.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a better, so you're better equipped to deal with that wound. Can I heal that wound? No. What I can do is detangle it to give you more say over how you express yourself or how you feel about that or how you
Mm-hmm.
move forward, because the energetic thing just is like glue. It glues you to
Mm-hmm.
old wounding and
Mm-hmm.
keeps you in those same patterns.
And just as there are many, many different types of glue,
Yep.
that glue varies within our wounding and our all
Oh,
of our pieces and parts.
yes.
Sometimes it's like rubber cement. It'll
Yes.
stretch but it's so
Yeah.
hard to break it. You got to get in there
Sometimes,
with some solvent and
yes. Sometimes it's gorilla glue. You can't even get it to stretch.
it's like
It's like
solid. It's
sealed.
like
Yes. Yes. But
one
that's
of the
yeah.
biggest, I don't know if that's true. One of the biggest, I'm going to say biggest parts of healing
Hmm.
is learning the behaviors that we are actively participating in that come from that wounding.
Yes. Yes.
Because we can do all the work on the wounding itself
Yes.
that we want to.
Hmm.
But if we're not taking that healing and applying it to
Yes.
our behaviors in the outside life,
Yes.
then we haven't done all the work.
And how many times, and I'll use myself as an example.
You can use
How
me.
many,
It's okay.
no, it happens to everyone, but how many times have we said, "Oh, I'm over that. Oh, I'm over that." Are you over that? Are you really? Or did you just push it aside and
Yeah.
decide
That you're
with,
going to step over it.
yes, and I'm just not, I'm that sort of almost willpower esque defiance. I'm just not going to do that again. Or I'm just not whatever that behavior is, but you haven't healed it. You just decided not to look at it anymore. Well, we have to look at it to get over it. We have
We
to
do
look at it to heal it and to move through it. But that happens a lot. I don't know
a
how many
lot.
healings I've been in, either I'm getting a healing or giving a healing. Because
Yeah.
all of our students, at some point, if you're in our multidimensional energy healing classes, at some point you're going to give the teacher a healing. That's
Yep.
just part of it. That's part of the practice. You have to practice, and it's beautiful because you get feedback and everything. Anyway, how many times have I gotten a healing from you, from a student, from somebody, and they'll bring something up, and I'll say, "Oh no, no, that's not it." Yes, or vice versa, or have
Yeah, it's
I'm
yes,
giving a
yes, yes.
healing to,
I know it's happened to me too.
yes, or you give a
It has
healing to
happened to
someone
me too.
else. Uh-huh.
And I was laughing there for a second because that willpower,
Oof,
I'm gonna muscle
Lord
my
day.
way through this.
Yes.
I'm going to, man, that used to be my MO.
Oh, yes.
That's how I thought I was going to get sober. Well, that's how I thought I was going to stay sober.
Ah, yes.
Um,
Yes. It
it wouldn't
doesn't
have
work.
worked.
It
It
doesn't
would
work.
not have worked.
No. You
No,
can't,
no, 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 no.
if you look down and you notice that you've got white knuckles,
Woo!
that's yeah, yeah. No bueno.
Yeah,
That's not the way to heal.
it's
You're not.
not.
You're just, if you look down and see those white knuckles, that's when you need to call someone.
Yes.
That's when you need to say, okay, it's time for me to get real. It's time for me to take responsibility. It's time for me to
Surrender. Yeah,
surrender. Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah.
surrender is not just a word from AA or wherever. That's
No,
surrender.
I think,
No.
oh, excuse me, for me personally,
Hmm.
and this is from my healing experience, my connection to spirit experience.
Hmm.
That word surrender
Hmm.
means I finally believe that power greater than me, that spirit
Yes.
can relieve me
Yes.
of whatever I am
Hmm.
butting my head against.
Yes.
I have always thought of it as a spiritual thing, not an, I felt that way ever before I
Mhm.
admitted I ever needed to go to AA.
So, what do people who do not have spirit in their life, how do they see surrender?
Well, that's a tricky question because I think more people have spirit in their life than they
Oh,
it,
100%. Everyone does.
um
It's
but
how you
I'm going to I'm
accept.
going to sorry husband, I'm going to use you as an example.
No,
Oh, that's right. He's not home. Hi, Kim.
he'll never know.
Um Once upon a time we were having this very light conversation
Mhm.
about spiritual beliefs. And he said, Mother Earth, Father Time, when I'm out in the woods specifically, that is my church.
Oh, beautiful. Yes. Yes.
That's how I regroup. That's
Mhm.
that's it.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I read between the lines and I
Yes.
understood.
Yes.
However, asking him to surrender,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
not
Not going
happening.
to happen. No. No.
Or I should
Yes. Yes.
that
Yes. And
that'd be more
you know
bullet.
what? That would, for me, and I understand, for me, that's just the word. So
Yes.
for him, a different word, he would probably go, oh, okay, I could do that. But that word surrender for a lot of people,
Oh man.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
is failure.
Failure.
Surrender
Exactly.
means surrender means I've lost, I've failed, I'm giving you all my power. I'm surrendering because I'm a loser piece of garbage. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
And thank goodness I got over that.
Yes.
I got over that.
You have to get over that.
For me,
And
in
using
fact,
a different word is fine. Like I have
sure,
and I don't care how you do it. I don't care what word works for you. If some other word, I don't know what it would be, would
me
work
either.
better for you, fine. I'll use that. Like, okay.
Yep. Yep. It wasn't too long ago where I had to surrender. I don't remember what it was. I don't
Yep.
remember.
Yep.
What I do remember
Mm-hmm.
was that moment when I said, I am so ready to surrender.
Ah.
What I felt
Mm-hmm.
was okay, this is going to sound really corny. The hand of God holding me like I was a baby.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else to
Yeah.
describe
And it's
the
an
feeling,
amazing feeling.
but that is,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
because for a human hand to have a baby in it, that would not be,
Right. Right.
you know, um, but it was utter safety.
Yes. I want to
Yeah,
feel safe. And I
yeah.
do feel when you surrender, you do. You feel safe. You feel you feel that guidance, you feel that trust, you feel the love and the compassion, you feel all the yummies.
The support,
Yes.
um, because when we surrender to that
Hmm.
energy that
Yeah.
is all,
Yes.
we're not giving up our own power.
Oh, we're gaining power.
We
Holy
are
moly.
plugging, we are
Uh-huh.
plugging into, we
I
are
see it the other
being
way.
plugged into, we are being
That's
plugged
the way I see it.
into.
That's the way I see
That's
it.
what I was going to say. We're plugging into, and I got stopped.
No. And and that's the way uh, so many people think of either religion, spirituality, whatever that is for them, that energetic piece is they have to plug into something bigger than them. It's like, no, you
No,
missed the boat there, my friend. Spirit, God, the universe, whatever verbiage, father time, whatever you want to put on that, plugs into us when we surrender because it's really an allowing.
and allowing, and then we absorb, and we are
Yes.
rejuvenated, and we
Yes.
are filled, and we are expanded.
Yes. 100%.
And if we don't have good energetic hygiene,
Energetic
happens,
hygiene.
what happens to that, all of that energy that we are exposed to in those moments?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
it turns into pigpen.
Yes, yes, yes. And we have seen our share of pig
I
pen.
have been my share of
Oh,
pigpen.
boy, howdy. Me
You
too.
know, when you're walking through your house and you trip on the pigpen blanket
Yes.
and you look around and you're like, oh, damn, there's
Yeah.
nothing.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah.
So your hygiene is that energetic hygiene is important. That's where things like meditation really come into play. And however you meditate. Now,
Right.
you've been listening. If you've been listening to us for a while, you know this. If you've just tuned in your first time, hello, by the way, everyone.
Oh, and welcome.
But meditation really just means receiving. I'm just going to sit, walk, run, exercise, whatever it is that you're doing the dishes,
Vacuum,
vacuum.
play
Yes,
piano, do the
whatever.
dishes.
Yes, the time that you spend not asking questions of spirit, not there's this sort of, I was going to say communing, but it's really sort of a little shift of that to just receiving.
Receiving.
I'm
Mhm.
just receiving.
Mhm.
That's meditation, however that works for the individual person.
Right.
That's how you get your hygiene. When you're constantly talking like I do or arguing, I argue with Fred constantly.
You
That's
know, I'm gonna interrupt and say I am developing a habit now of arguing with Cowboy. I'm like, really? Are you sure? Am I really? I'm supposed to do that? Are you what?
and he's looking at you and say, you hang out with Pam too much. You need to stop.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
No. That's when the hygiene happens. That's when you can surrender, when you can, whatever that verbiage is for you, when you can allow, and it does wash through you. That high vibration
It does.
can take away a lot of that sort of prickly energy that's often around us from stress, from anxiety, from overthinking, or whatever it is. Um, and then you get into the practice of more. Okay, well, how can I go from that to really purposefully getting into a place to receive and clearing my energy and moving through and
Hmm.
healing my shit. And
Hmm.
all of that is that part of that energetic health
Yeah.
hygiene, as you
Yeah.
would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Grounding.
mhm,
Um,
grounding is
learning
so important.
how to separate our energy from other people's energy.
Oh, that's a biggie.
Learning how to
Hmm.
not get wrapped up in unhealed empathy.
Yes. Oof. That's a bad one. Yes.
Hmm.
Because
There's
being,
so much.
yes. And when you learn how to, when you, or should say, when you sort of work energetic hygiene into your routine, you will start the healing process. It does start.
It does start.
And you start to notice more. You start to realize, I don't want
Yes.
to do that anymore. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Do I do that? Do I? The
How
embarrassment.
long have I been doing that?
Yes. Oh, I've
Oh,
said that many a time. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I feel so sorry for me because that's just an ugly thing. Yes, yes.
yeah.
But energetic hygiene really kicks off the rest of it. So even if, let's say you're in talk therapy, there's a certain amount of energetic hygiene you're getting. When you get that clarity, when you get to relax, when you feel safe, when you have someone understanding you and holding space for you, that's
I would hope
allowing.
that's happening in talk therapy.
Yeah. Boy, we know though, don't we?
Mm,
We get a lot of people that they were in therapy for years and well, I've had it too. I've had many a therapist, and really I look back and there was only one, maybe one and a half that actually, that was really like, oh, this person knows what the hell they're doing.
mm.
And this person is helping me.
I got me a good one right off the bat.
Oh, that's so nice. That was not my path. That was not my path, which, it is what
Yeah.
it is. But,
Well, I firmly believe because she was a drug and alcohol counselor
oh,
and being sober absolutely was my path.
yes.
And,
You're here.
you know, I looked online for, I don't know, a week, maybe 2 weeks,
Hmm.
um, trying to find the right person to reach out to.
Hmm.
Um, and I just kept getting drawn back to her. And there was something energetic
Yes.
that kept taking me back to her. And yeah.
And if you've had a bad one, which I'm guessing probably at least half of you are going, oh, girlfriend, you only knew. Um,
Probably.
you were meant to have that person too.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was a lesson. That was something for you to learn there. And
And they had a lesson too.
oh boy, yes.
And they had things to learn
Because we are student and
from you.
teacher. Yeah,
Yeah.
always. Hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that was, well, my first one was the one that had me write the letter to my family and actually send it to them. Yeah.
Sorry.
I know it was, I can
Yeah.
laugh at it now. It's like, oh dear God, why would she have had someone do that? But yeah. And the last one was the one that was able to diagnose me with dissociative disorder.
Mm.
And he was so good. He shot from the hip. Like he was not one of the that just sat and listened to me and oh, I'm sorry. Oh, and how does that make you
How
feel?
did that make you feel?
Oh, no, 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 no. He he was not under the mindset that I'm going to have you as a client for years. That was not his goal, was to get you healed. And
I never want
boy,
to see you
howdy.
again.
I every time I stormed out of his office pissed at him because he said so, because he threw the truth at me. He made me look at the truth. And
Yeah.
every week I'd go right back in. Yep. Because I knew it was good for me. I knew I had to see it. Somebody had to tell me the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Someone had to say, your behavior is abhorrent. This is not acceptable. And we need to get you healed. Yeah.
Haven't you? I'll rephrase that. Have you, in the course of being a teacher,
Uh-huh.
had to be so brutally honest with a client that
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, oh, but I have to.
Ouch. Yes.
And
Yep.
Fred's back there going, say it, Pam, say it.
Yep.
Because that's what
Yep.
Cowboy will do to me. He'll be
Oh,
like,
100%.
get it out.
Yep.
You've got to.
And the ones who really
Yeah.
want to heal come back. Those
Yep.
who do not, see ya. I've had many a client that I've never seen again after that type of, and um, I'm very compassionate. I really am. Some of you might be laughing at the moment, but I really
She
am.
really is. She really is.
So,
Trust me, she has had many opportunity to be compassionate or not
or not.
with me in healings.
Yeah.
And always,
Hmm.
always
Yes.
very compassionate.
But, wounding when it gets triggered, it's a beast.
It is a
Yeah.
beast.
I really appreciate those who have come back after, or even if it's taken them like months and all of a
I
sudden I hear from them again.
was just going to say, what about the ones that are like, yeah, okay, this is, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm done. This isn't really working out. This isn't
Yeah.
really helping me.
Uh-huh.
And then 6 months down the road,
Uh-huh.
oh, look who it is.
Yes. Yes.
You got time for a session?
Mhm. Yeah. And you're like, gotcha. Yay.
Yeah.
That's
It's
such a great,
brilliant.
yes.
It is.
Yeah.
It's so validating, and
Yeah.
not for me personally,
Right.
but for the work that spirit brings through
Yeah.
us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that
Okay, sometimes it's a little personal.
Yes. Now,
Now, Cowboy's over here going, you're really going to just bold-faced lie right there?
yes, yes, I am.
I
Thank you, Cal.
tried. I tried.
I tried. Yes, but he always makes you see the truth. He brings it. Yes. May I say, I want to say this because it's super exciting. I have a new guide.
No.
I just wanted to say it because
I was like, my first thing was like, you do? And I was like, oh shit, she does.
yes, we do.
Whew.
This is a guide that
Yes.
will help, that will be with both Mari-Lyn and I. And I rarely, not rare, but I mean, she is one badass. Let me
Whew,
tell you,
boy.
this woman takes shit from no one. She knows what she's doing.
Oof.
When she comes in, I think I feel myself stand up straighter.
I, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And at the same time, you feel that love and that compassion. She's an ascended master. You feel that knowledge, you feel the depth, you feel that honor. Like, I am honored when she comes in. And you all know that my dad is one of my guides, and he helps me with the paranormal. This was his mother in this lifetime. So she was my Nona. And the woman that shows up, the spirit, this badass, was not the woman that I knew in this lifetime. Let's just say but uh and I just wanted to sort of just say that because it felt like she needed to be recognized.
Ah, sure.
She's just amazing, and she is here. Um she's a witch hunter. Many generations, many generations of it. And she's one badass lady.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, uh,
She's something.
she's something.
Mm-hmm.
And I am honored and look forward to working more with her.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so uh-huh.
Yeah, that honored for me.
Hmm.
Honored doesn't quite seem to fit the bill.
Okay, what is it for
I
you?
don't know that there is a human word that fits the
Ah,
bill,
yes.
because, I mean, the family history. Um, she's your guide. I know
Yes.
we share other guides. However, when she first came in, it was so clear to me, to my brain,
Yes.
that this was a you connection.
Yes.
And when you asked me if I could get a message from her for you yesterday,
Yes.
and she was like, here.
Yes. And big. That energy is powerful.
Powerful. And it was so different than just channeling spirit,
Yes.
channeling cowboy,
Yes.
getting it was so different. Um,
She has a mission.
so the I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Um,
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
It's
phenomenal.
yeah.
I feel like I'm being introduced to spirituality on a whole nother plane.
That totally lands.
That's
Yes.
and honored just doesn't
Yeah, that's I will give you that. Okay.
honored just doesn't do it.
I will give you that. Yes.
It's bigger than that, and I don't even know what
Mhm.
word would
Yes.
would do it.
And I'm very excited. Oh, and just okay, so just so you that she was just my Nona in this lifetime. That's not who she, she's had oof, millions of lifetimes, is what I heard, what she just said to me. Um, as has my dad, like they're not actually, fathers or mother, son in spirit. That was the here. Um, when she came in, that was the first time, and that was just recent, and she's been gone, I don't even know, 40 years from this life.
Oh wow,
She could have gone off and even had another life within that time.
very possible.
I don't know. But when she came in, I was like, this is my Nona this is my dad's mom. It was a really, you were there,
Yeah,
but it quickly moved from that into what she came in to.
yeah.
And it's,
Mission driven.
oof,
Oh my
yes,
goodness, mission
yes.
driven.
And
Yeah.
there's no messing around. When
No.
she comes in to give me a lesson, she's all business.
Okay.
She's not the one that's like comforting me or whatever. There's comfort there, but it's not the same. She doesn't scoop me up
No.
in her arms and,
No.
no.
This type of spiritual connection cannot be at all if there isn't energetic health. If there isn't,
100%.
there has to be an energetic hygiene that happens in order to be energetically healthy.
Yes. And to access, and I try, and I hope this is encouraging and inspiring to those listening,
I hope so.
because I have done so much work. This is a reward for all the
Oh,
work
yeah.
I've done. And the same for everyone else. So I know people will say, well, when can I have a guide like that? When can I this or that? And I've even known people, they'll call in certain guides. Well, will that guide come in for you? Yeah. I mean, they'll show up and say, what's up? Like, but they're not your guide. You don't get the fullness of them because you are not at the vibration
Right.
needed for that. And I hope
Mhm.
that's inspiring to people. Keep working at it. Keep
Yes. Yes.
healing.
Yes, please.
The more like can can anyone, let's say, call in Archangel Michael? Yeah, you can call him in and he'll come in 100% and he'll talk to you, he'll whatever. But unless you are at a certain vibration and you are meant to work with him, you're not going to get the fullest from that. There are guides that I could call in, but I'm not going to get the fullest. I'm not contracted with them. They're not the one that I'm going to
Right.
be working with.
Right.
It is absolutely sort of that carrot out there to
Mm.
keep healing because of the
Hmm.
amazing guides you're going to meet as you
Hmm.
heal and energetically. The more you heal your wound. You can't do one without the other. These people, oh, well, you were going to say something. I have
Well, I was going to say, as you heal, that opens up all of that
yes,
energetic room, all of
yes,
that space for more.
yes, yes,
Get rid of that low vibrational shit because
yes.
for
You can't just work on your energetic health either. Let me tell you, you are not evolving. And we know plenty of
excuse me.
psychics who are like, oh, well, I did, blah, 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 but they haven't healed a fucking thing.
Right.
No, it
Right.
has to be the full enchilada. Everything you've got to get healed. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes. For every first they brought me like for every teaspoon of low vibration that you can heal and release,
Hmm.
you are brought, depending, everybody's different,
Oh,
minimum
well,
double.
yeah,
Two for every tablespoon you get rid of, you receive 2 tablespoons of high vibration
yeah,
because it's high vibration and you
yeah.
can pack more. You imagine how much of a cloud you could pack into
Ah, and
the same
then
amount that you could do a mud
yes,
thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
and then it does where you hit an energetic platform where you get rid of another tablespoon and they give you a cup.
Yes.
You know, there is that
It's like,
platform,
yeah, it's
and
not equal.
and thankfully I have just hit that platform. I have, you can call it leveling up, whatever you want to call it. And she
It's
graced me. I was graced with this amazing badass. I don't know what else to call her. I mean, she just really is like, um, I I have sort of had to pinch myself and say, this is who's coming to work with me. Like, what an honor, what a privilege, what wow. And it's taken me a little bit. I'm still not fully there.
no,
There's
you're
still a
not.
piece of me that says, why me? It's not just there is no, I mean, she had to be, she was my grandmother in this lifetime, but that doesn't mean anything. Not it does in this, but just because someone, say my grandfather is some big highfalutin spiritual guru in the higher realms. Just because he was my grandfather does not mean I now get to have a relationship with him. That's not the way it works.
Right.
And just because I have this big amazing guy Fred, that doesn't mean that he was somebody in a life for me. Like he wasn't, related, whatever.
Right.
Um, but I'm, yeah, there's a little bit of that. It's like, wow, okay, I obviously have hit a milestone. I've hit this energetic platform and it's incredible, but I feel like my legs are shaking. Not quite. So I think just saying it here, thank you everyone for listening to me ramble on about this. It feels good to be able to say it
Good.
and that, people are going to hear that and it kind of makes you feel less crazy, you know,
Yeah.
less crazy. Is that a thing? But anyway, so yay. That's something new for me.
Yay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's been awesome. And okay, one more thing. So
Okay.
I had a session with it's someone who used to be a student of mine, but then she went off to have a baby, and so she stopped for which is what she should
Yeah.
do. You when you're pregnant and then you have a little one, this is not the field to be the paranormal stuff. That's where how she's bent. She'll come back to it, but um, she had some witchy shit that she asked me to take care of today. And when Nona came in, I almost was so just looking at Nona and forgetting that I had work to do. It was pretty fun. It was like, oh wait, I'm supposed to be doing something here, but she's pretty great. All right,
That's
enough of
awesome.
that. Enough of that. I need to learn to surrender. By the way, I think that whole thing. She's laughing now.
Yeah.
Yes. So it was about surrendering to. Oh, it's about surrendering to her, to this mission, to what I'm being asked to do, what I've asked.
What you have asked and
Son of a
agreed to.
bitch, and agreed to, and
Yes.
signed on the dotted line before I came into
Yes. 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 And yes. And spirit
life.
has such an uncanny way of bringing things around full circle.
Yes.
Um,
Hmm.
Oh, look over here. Look over here. So I can come sneak behind
Oh,
you over here.
Spirit is the biggest duper. I don't know if that's the
Always.
right word. We get duped. We'll start laughing. It's like, son of a bitch. Spirit just duped me again.
I remember the
Yeah.
first time of I was so pissed.
Yeah, I remember.
Remember?
Yes,
I
yes,
couldn't tell
yes.
you what it was. It
No,
was something around the paranormal.
I
I
just
think
remember you going, oh, I was duped. And
I was duped.
I
Cowboy
remember
duped
falling
me.
off
I
my
was
chair
livid.
laughing. Yes,
Oh, I was so mad.
yes, yes,
I mean, I got over it, but
yes,
oh man, I was mad. I was like, how could that even be?
yes.
Why why would spirit do that? That's not loving. That's not
Yeah, it is. Our
kind.
egos
That's
are
not
so strong, our ego will keep us from receiving or seeing or whatever, receiving whatever it is we
receive. Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have to do the whole, look at the shiny thing over here to get your ego that way so they can smack you in the head with whatever it is that
Yep.
you need to have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, have I been duped a lot. We,
And it really is one of the most loving
oh, yes,
things
yes, yes.
that could ever be done.
Hmm. Truly is.
And I don't think Cowboy has ever said, this is going to hurt me a lot more than it hurts you.
No, never,
It's
never.
not that kind of thing.
Yes, I
It's
remember
like,
that very thing
oh,
he
she
said to
might be
me.
mad, but it's in her highest good. So here it
No,
goes
they just laugh. They do. They laugh. They laugh at us all the time.
all the time.
Yeah. Being
All the time.
human, you know that we entertain them constantly because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
just so hard-headed. We just have to get through the, and I trust more than anyone does. Yet, I'm human and I still go through
Yeah.
the non-trusting. But yes, always
It's so
laughing.
funny how very different our trust can be. Because in some areas you trust unequivocally, and I am just
Yeah.
like digging my heels in. I'm like all ego. And then there's other areas and you're like, what the fuck was that? And I'm just so like,
Yes.
well, it was this and this and this, and it
Yes.
was it's
And
so
I am
funny.
so grateful that we do it at different times so we can smack each other with it.
Yeah.
So the other, because I don't know if we've ever been in that place at the same time of disbelief. We've been in the fetal position. That's not the same thing. That's
Right.
when you're
Right.
like,
That's so not the same thing.
we know what just happened, and we're just like,
It's like, whoa.
whoa. That's different than when we turn from it and that didn't happen, or questioning it and whatever.
Questioning and the
And
doubt
yes,
and
and thankfully, the other one, whichever one of us is in that place of doubt, the other
mhm.
one is not.
It's so firm every
Yes.
time.
Yeah. And we look
There's
at the other one like, what the fuck? What are you, what? How
what
can
is
you
wrong
doubt
with
that?
you? Are
What?
you
Yes.
kidding me right now?
As a matter of fact, I think you said that to me just today before we got.
Did I? I might have.
Yes, you did. Yes, I remember. Hmm.
I might
No, there's no might.
have.
Yes. There's no might. Yeah.
Okay. I
Uh-huh.
believe you.
Yes.
I
You
believe you.
let me know that I was doubting because it freaked you out a bit. You were like, wait a minute. This is not an area that you typically doubt.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yes.
I'm
Yes. I was doubting spirit. I
yeah.
was doubting what just like with Nona brought something and I was totally doubting that. And I was
Yeah.
questioning it. I don't know about what that would put you in doubt, but I was
I don't know if you
questioning.
had gone to doubt, but you were not fully in trust.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I still the look you gave me was just like I'm a
What the
total
fuck,
idiot.
Pam?
Which I was being a total idiot at the time. Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
oh
It
man.
happens. It does.
It does. We're human and we have to
Yeah.
experience those times. to be able to get to those times of real trust.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's trust,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's real trust.
Yes. Now, one place I can say, thankfully, I don't fall out of trust is when I'm in the middle of, and you've seen this a million times, in the middle of some mission that we're on. We call them missions. So, like we're clearing a house, we're coming up against
Yeah.
some whatever low vibrational being or some witch or magic practitioner, whatever that is. When I'm in that situation, thankfully, I don't have doubt.
No.
I don't not trust in those. I you have even even at times when I get duped, it's a duping on purpose. I'll get duped like an entity or somebody will totally dupe me. I'll get my that's what
Sure.
we call getting your ass kicked is when you
Your
get
ass handed to you.
yeah.
Sure.
But it was for a lesson. And
Mhm.
spirit just didn't tell me what to do. Because I lean into, okay, what do I do? And they don't say it. And so then I have to do what I've done before and it doesn't work out and I get duped and I'm fine. But it's just, yeah. But
Mhm.
that's still not even, that's not a place of not trusting. I kind of think I know. Maybe that's what it is. I kind of think, oh, this looks like the same thing. I'm just going to do what I normally do. Oh, man. What a putz I am sometimes. But it happens and I learn a lot from it.
But that is how we learn.
That is how we learn,
Yeah.
especially doing this job that we do. So,
Mhm.
any of you, if you're in any type of energetic work, if you do anything energetically for your job and you get duped, you get taken advantage of, you get wrong information, whatever it is, don't beat yourself up over that. That was meant to happen because there was something you needed to learn.
Mhm.
Yes, I stopped
And
being
if you,
upset over those things a long time ago.
yeah. And if you don't see what the lesson is,
Yeah,
you're not looking hard enough.
right.
You're probably
Well,
not looking at all.
I was going to say you're pink clouding it or
Yeah.
you're, and if you're out there saying, oh, that never happens, I don't, that doesn't happen to me.
Oh,
I
I know.
don't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you might want to look again.
Pop that pink balloon.
Yes, because you're not evolving if you're not. And
Yeah.
that's the truth. You're not evolving. That's
Hmm.
how you learn spiritually. That's how our teachers teach us. Yeah.
Yes.
So, whew, I'm
Woo!
feeling about done. What about you?
I think so.
Thank you, everyone.
I think so.
Please like,
Yeah.
subscribe, share, do all that great stuff. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah. So
I don't
if
want to
this
make
brought up
things
questions
messy.
for you about
Yes.
energetic hygiene and energetic health, please put them in the comments.
Yeah.
If you are on a listen only platform, you can text us.
Mhm.
We can't reply to those, but you can still, voice your comment or ask your question. Um,
And tcseverydaypsychics.com. You can send us an email.
yes,
We'd love to hear from you. We would love
yes,
to. And you can see all of our services there. Our website is coming together. It's not perfect yet, but it's certainly getting there.
it's better.
And you guys have to see the little pictures that Marcy did for us. They're fabulous. They're so much fun.
They're great.
So
She
much
did
fun.
good.
Yep.
She did good.
All right, everyone.
Okay. Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.